Hello everyone. Hope you're doing great. So this is Motorsport Progression, and I'm back again with another video. So I just want to talk about the 2024 Mexican Grand Prix, and what I want to talk about is the incident between Lando Norris and Max Verstappen. I mean, they both started near the front row, and then it was good starts for both of them. I mean, Max lost the lead. He started on pole position. He lost the lead to Carlos, I remember, and then it got to a point where Lando was creeping up towards Max, and then they had a little battle in turn four, and then Max didn't allow him to pass in turn four, and then turn eight as well. He pushed him off the track, and that was really dirty driving by Max here, and that had to get policed in Formula One. That's not acceptable in Formula One. The excuse that the Max camp came with, that he didn't have a quick car, that he had to do that and push other drivers off the track. To me, it was dangerous driving, and he could have injured Lando Norris. Lando Norris could have got injured, and that's not acceptable driving to me anyway. So that's why I'm addressing this subject, and it's similar to the 2021 Saudi Arabian Grand Prix where Max was driving dirty, and hoping that it would get accepted by the stewards. You know what I'm saying? And even that, he was lucky not to get an extra 5-second penalty. You understand? But this time, they gave him two 10-second penalties for both incidents with Lando Norris. So I'm gonna read the first one to you from the FIA, report and findings. Okay, so it says the driver is number one, Max Verstappen, competitor, Oracle Red Bull Racing. The time is 14:21. The session is race, and the fact is leaving the track and gaining an advantage and gaining a lasting advantage. This is the second incident that happened between them. Yeah. Okay, so let me start with this one. That was the second incident that happened between them. Yeah. Okay. So let me go back to the first incident. The first incident here was the fact was here. It was in the same race, but the fact was forcing another driver off the track. An infringement was breach of Appendix L, Chapter 6, Article 2B of the International Sporting Code. The decision was a 10-second time penalty and two penalty points, total of six for the 12-month period. And one thing I want to say is, yeah, there's no point for Max to drive dirty. I mean, he was about 39 points ahead that time, and he could have finished on the podium, or he would have finished fourth anyway, and he really, really did disgrace himself, driving dirty like that. And he's kept it clean for a while. Obviously, he's had a quick car, but driving dirty like that, it doesn't bode well for anybody in the sport, you know what I'm saying? And the reason here, the still was reviewing position, marshalling system data, video, radio, and in-car video evidence. Norris was attempting to overtake on the outside of Verstappen at turn 4. Norris was ahead of Verstappen at the entry apex and towards the exit of the turn, where he started being forced off the track. The stewards believed that the maneuver was done in a safe and controlled manner, and that Norris would have been able to make the maneuver on the track had he not been forced off the track by Verstappen. Norris cut the corner but immediately gave the position he gained as a result back to Sainz. The penalty is the standard penalty in such cases. Competitors are reminded that they have the right to appeal certain decisions of the stewards in accordance to Article 15 of the FIA International Sporting Code and Chapter 4 of the FIA Judiciary and Disciplinary Rules within the applicable time limits. Decision of the stewards are taken independently of the FIA and are based solely on the relevant regulations, guidelines, and evidence. So here is saying that Norris was ahead up to the apex on turn 4 here, and he was forced off the track by Max Verstappen. And the stewards believed that the maneuver was done in a safe manner, and Norris would have been able to make the move had he not been forced off the track. This is the reason they gave Max the 10-second time penalty. And that was kind of dirty driving by Max here. And people have to call him out on that. And if you don't call it out, yeah, he's just gonna keep doing it. And a lot of drivers was angry at that. They were calling him out, which is good for the sport, because dirty driving is not really accepted, shouldn't be accepted in Formula One. It should be clean driving as always. Okay, now let's go. So he got a 10-second penalty for that incident. Now let's go to the second incident. So the first incident was forcing another driver off the track. And the second incident was the fact was leaving the track and gaining a lasting advantage. The infringement was a breach of Article L, Chapter 6. Sorry, breach of Appendix L, Chapter 6, Article 2C of the FIA International Sporting Code and Article 33.3 of the FIA Formula One Sporting Regulations. It says the decision was a 10-second time penalty. It says the stewards revealed video, CCTV, and in-car video evidence following the incident at turn 4, where it was forcing another driver off the track. Verstappen attempted to pass Norris on the inside at turn 8, with the other double chicane. Verstappen was ahead at the apex of turn 8 and would have been entitled to racing room. However, he was not able to complete the maneuver on the track, left the track and kept the lasting advantage, gaining the position, incidentally forcing Norris off the track. The penalty is the standard penalty for leaving the track and gaining a lasting advantage. And it goes on to say competitors are reminded that they can appeal the decision and so forth and so forth. So here it says that Max tried to overtake, was ahead at the apex of turn 8, would have been entitled to racing room. However, he was not able to complete the maneuver on the track. He left the track and kept a lasting advantage, gaining the position, incidentally forcing Norris off the track. And it's a standard penalty for leaving the track and gaining a lasting advantage is a 10-second time penalty. And I know in that race, Max was not happy, and the excuse that his camp came with was that he had a slow car and he had to drive like that. Just because you have a slow car and you cannot compete doesn't mean that you have to push people off the track and drive dirty. He still could have won the world championship without all the moves. That's what I'm trying to say. And it's time he conducts himself as a real world champion. As a world champion, you should conduct yourself in a manner where you look good to the younger generation, and you're not showing anything that's too negative. You understand? So I'm gonna wrap up this video here, and I just want to say to everyone, thank you for your support. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share. And I will see you in the next video. So keep updated. One love.